I always keep that motherfucking thing on me, okay? Always. You know I keep the thing on me. Abracadabra, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got the wand out, baby. Let's go. I got the fucking wand out. I'm ready. If I was a music producer, I would sample this shit. 100%. I mean, that's fire.
So Hasan Piker, everybody. He's too important to be voting in the show, and he already knows everybody.
I am Azan.
What's your favorite third-party emote on Twitch? KegW supremacy, dude. I farm KegWs all day, every day. It's the best. It's just the funniest emote, dude. It makes me happy. It makes my insides tingle whenever I see a KegW in the chat.
What's going on, everybody?
Megaphonics, honestly, you know, champion at bad clips and like the shit that you shouldn't be sending.
What's going on, folks? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening and fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from actually kind of sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today is a beautiful day. Today is a wonderful day. Today is a very special day. Right. Folks, today is Friday.
Awesome. You know we finally
That's
here,
right.
Well,
It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, today is fucking Friday. It's fucked up Friday. It's fuck a fan's mom Friday. It's Flat Fuck Friday. It's a beautiful day. And I think it's Memorial Day weekend now, right? Isn't it? It's official. It's a 3-day weekend. God damn, dude. To all the motherfucking wage cucks out there, you get to experience a modicum of freedom and self-respect, autonomy. You get to act like you're a normal guy for like 3 whole days. You have it to yourself. You don't have a fucking manager breathing down your goddamn neck, and we're here. We're doing it.
Let's go.
That's right, folks. And we're live and we're fucking alive. Live and alive, baby. Why are you asking, Little Bear, why I'm using that as the intro, Megaphonics? Like, even when I do a thing that you should just love, you gotta still be weird about it. You gotta still be like, what's up? What does this mean? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I was looking for a different intro. Okay? Maybe I was looking for a different intro and it fucking bangs. Okay? It's a good intro. What's wrong with you? Embarrassed over what he made? No, that shit was fire. The video is fire. The audio, the song is great. Great. It's a great intro. It's just like, let it happen, you know? Let it happen. You don't have to be like, what the fuck? Why did he do this? I wonder, what does this mean? Am I going to get banned today? That kind of thing, you know? New season of HasanAbi VOD's new intro. I mean, are we in a new season? I don't feel like it, but it's a great intro. But I got to say the AI art classical one got me in here ASAP. If you don't remember, I made a playlist of all of them. Wow, I did not know that there was a playlist of all of these because these are fucking fire. These are fire. I'm going to save this. Bookmark this right now. Anyway, folks, I'm live and alive, and I hope everyone's having a great one. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news, about what's going on in my life, what's happening in my life, what I'm doing. This is where I give you updates on everything I did in between the time frame where I pressed the stop streaming button and the start streaming button. I finally finished Heat. It took me like 8 days, which was great. And then I watched Inside Man. I'm watching like a bunch of early 2000 and like 90s movies right now, like crime movies, which is pretty good. Inside Man is great. Heat was great too, obviously classic. It's pretty sick. The reason why I'm doing this is because, and I'm not watching One Piece for that reason, obviously, because I'm watching all this other shit, because my mom is here, right? And when I am spending time with her at night, I have to figure something out that, like, we can watch together, and we can't actually, we can't sit there and watch One Piece because she doesn't appreciate pirates like that. You know what I mean? She doesn't have that pirate dog in her. And she, understandably, as like a 60-year-old woman, is like, what the fuck is this anime shit? So, that's how it works. So I can't be watching anime with my mom. So we figure this is a good, movies from her era are a good, comfortable middle ground for both of us. You know what I mean? Because I'm an extreme centrist in that regard. So I watched that new train video from Chris abroad in Japan. Oh, did he do the luxurious first class 7-star train? Fuck, man. I hate other people living my dreams like that. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so sick, Chris. I'm glad it happened to you. It should have happened to me instead. Okay? Anyway, we'll do all of that. We'll look at all of that. But so, oh my God, you're on time? Man, I'm always on time. I've been extra on time this week. Folks, Don't cap me. Don't you dare do that. Don't you cap me like that. This is the parasocialist hour. Okay? This is where I tell you about what's going on in my life. So I'll admit. I've talked a big game about Kaya. I've talked a big game about how smart she is. I've talked about how, you know, how intelligent she is. She's not just a regular old dog. She's like, she has her dog PhD, that sort of thing. And I'm wrong. I'm so fucking wrong, dude. I was so goddamn wrong. Bro, last night, you know, we're hanging out, whatever. She never pees inside the house. She never poops inside the house. It's awesome, right? And I'm feeling great. And then there is a feeling of safety that starts taking over, where you're like this false notion of safety that, like, oh, maybe she is a good girl. Maybe she's a different dog now. Maybe she learned, like, you know what I mean? She's like about to hit she's about to hit month 3. She's about to complete her 3rd month of being alive. And it's like a lie, okay? It is just a total fucking lie. I take her out, as always, before I crate her at night. I take her out and try to get her to pee. She doesn't. And she had peed before, so I was like, all right, she's not going to pee. Put her in the crate. Go to sleep. Randomly wake up at like 1 a.m. in the middle of the night, as I often do now, because it's a part of who I am, okay? What the fuck? Oh. But I'm gonna fix the camera. So, I wake up at 1 a.m. thinking, you know, it's fine. She doesn't need to pee at all. And I start hearing drip, drip, drip. I start hearing water noises. And let me tell you, I'm not near a goddamn stream. You know what I mean? It's not raining outside. Oh no, that's right. Kaya fucking got up when I got up just to piss in her fucking crate. Yeah, all this designer got me drip drip is what she said. And just straight pissed in her fucking crate, dude. Absolutely ruining the streak, the hot streak that she was on. I take her outside. Now it's 1 a.m. and I have to fucking sit there and like clean her fucking crate with like anti-piss spray. Okay? I have to clean her goddamn crate. She's outside in the balcony. I leave her out there for timeout because when you punish a dog, when you punish a dog, you have to do it immediately, right? Because if she, luckily, if she had pissed and I was sleeping, I was fucked. I wouldn't be able to punish her. So I immediately take her outside, put her in the fucking, put her in the balcony, and it's actually great. You don't punish a dog for pissing law. What? Yes, you are. What are you talking? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Yes, a dog should know that they are not supposed to be pissing in their fucking crate or inside of the house. Shut up. That doesn't mean you like beat the shit out of them, but it just means like, you know, they should know when they're doing something wrong. God damn, dude. Chatters are so fucking insane. Like, chatters are so soy. They're like, you're not supposed to do that. Anyway, so I take her outside. And, like, the thing is, the balcony is actually great for her. Like, she could literally sleep out there if she wants to because it's cold, right? And this is a fucking mountain dog, and she wants the cold anyway. So I've actually legitimately contemplated on like trying to figure out if I should like you know, let her out, like let her free roam at night or whatever when she gets old enough, or not do that. Crate is too big if they're going to the bathroom in it. No, the crate is, you're right about that. I actually did make the crate size a little bit larger so she's more comfortable. Okay. But this dog does not give a shit. Okay. This dog does not give a shit. She will piss and then lay in her piss. Anyway, so I put her in the balcony and I go back to sleep. I'm like, you know what? I clean up. I go back to sleep. I'm like, you know, sleep out there. Have fun. Because the balcony is not like a fun environment. It's like confined. It's perfect. It's like large. She has her pee pad on there. Like not her pee pad, but like she has the turf on there on the balcony so she can go pee and shit wherever she wants to. And also it's cold, right? But of course, she hates it. She fucking hates that shit because she's not next to me. So like then she starts crying. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to let her in. I'm not going to let her in. I'm not going to let her in. I can't cave to her crying, right? But she just kept crying for like an hour. So then I put her in a different balcony in the house, far away. And then she cried a little bit there too. But actually that one was a major success. She stopped crying after a while. So then when she stopped crying, I brought her back in. This is what I was doing from like 1 to 3 a.m. Bro got multiple balconies. I don't know if you know this, but like I have a house. So yes, I do have multiple balconies. Yeah, I got a fucking estate, dog. You know how it is. Socialism when no balcony. Extra socialism when extra balcony. Dogs need positive reinforcement. They don't work on punishment systems. Man, I know, dude. I know that. But there are certain things you have to do with dogs. Okay? Like for example, if your dog gets really out of hand and is like getting the zoomies. Hi, Hassan. I've been watching super long, but I hope to stay for the future. Keep up the streams, please. It's what you love to do and do what others love to see. Okay, thank you, Yonder Live, for the $3 dono. Anyway, like there are. First of all, yeah, they need to know the meaning of no. They need to know the meaning of enough. These are weapons in your arsenal when you're training a dog. For example, a lot of dogs get really riled up when they're playing, especially when they're puppies. If they're getting really bitey, if they're getting really nippy, and you can't control them, okay, one thing you have to do is put them in timeout. Like you have to put them in a confined space that's safe, that they can't like chew, but that's far away for like 5 minutes. Like if you don't do that, they're never gonna fucking learn. You know what I mean? It's not just about like redirection, because I do that. It's not just about positive reinforcement, which I do. You also have to do sometimes like actual enforcement. It's the same with kids. Yeah. Waiting till she's quiet to let her in is positive reinforcement. Thank you. Exactly. That's what you do. If she's crying, you don't respond, because you don't want to train them to think, oh, every time I bark, he's going to come and pay attention to me. So when I'm bored and I want to be let out of the crate for no reason because I want fun time, I'm just going to bark. That's why I always try to differentiate between, is this a piss bark? Is this a shit bark? Or is this a bark simply because she's bored and wants to get out of the crate? Which is why, for example, you're not supposed to, for puppies, make piss time playtime. Okay? For those of you who don't know, like when I take Kaya out, and this is a little bit difficult while I'm streaming, but when I take Kaya out to take a piss, I'm not letting her play around too much, because I don't want her to think like, oh, every time I bark, he's gonna let me outside and I can play with him and I can play by myself even if I want to. That's where you're supposed to just like let her out, let her piss, Bring her back inside. Manipulating the dog. Yes, it's called grooming, which is a basic component of like training your child, grooming your child, whichever way you want to put it. And it's the same as training your dog. This is a normal part of it. Don't behave like a conservative, okay? And look at like normal things such as schooling and make it seem like it's something nefarious and evil. Yeah, saying dogs don't work on punishment systems is just silly. Dog-to-dog interactions have punishment systems. Parent dogs will scruff their puppies when they misbehave. Yeah. I literally fucking bark at her if she gets too out of hand. Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now because she's sleeping and I don't want to wake her up. But it's a normal part of, like, you know, teaching a puppy. You do that. Because if she's not in a fucking litter with other dogs regularly, you sometimes need to do that. You just sometimes need to like recreate what a dog would do. Refused dog bed, sleeps on the floor instead. Yeah, she's refusing the dog bed because the floor is colder. The floor is cooler. That's why. Look, how an experienced dog mother teaches her 8-week-old puppies to be calm. Watch. Like, they're going fucking crazy mode, okay? They're going bananas mode. Look at that. Chatters look at this and go, wow, that's really messed up. This mother is behaving. Chatters are like, someone called Child Protection Services because this mommy is being abusive. I literally do this to Kaya. I'm not even kidding. I do this exact same thing. I growl and do this exact same thing to Kaya. That mom is problematic. See? Look how she fucking set them straight. Look at that. That's what Fiona does to Kai, by the way. She's teaching her manners. Yeah, except Fiona can't fucking teach her manners. And because you want to know why? Because Kaya doesn't give a fuck. She keeps barking at Fiona. Fiona stops growling at her. She just like avoids her. Does it work? Does Kai chill out? Oh yeah, 100%. When I growl at her and I bark, when I growl and bark at her, she absolutely chills the fuck out. Like 100%. Look how she cleared it out though. Look at, like, she made space, she cleared it out. Everybody's fucking cool. Everybody's calm. Everybody's chilling. Why you growl at her? When she gets too nippy and she thinks that like when she gets too nippy and she thinks that she can like bite me or bite my mom, I have to keep her in check because like you guys have to understand this bitch is 24 pounds now, okay? At like 3 months. She has now officially hit 3 months. Like, by the end of this week, she will be officially fully 3 months old. She's entering her 4th month of existence. And she's already fucking 24 pounds. Like, and she's going to be a puppy for, you know, at least another year. You know what I mean? And during that process, she's going to get really fucking big. If she has all of these bad habits that she continues with, you know, it's gonna actually be a problem. You feel me? If you do not train your dog properly when she's a puppy, when they're more like in their more formative years, when it's like much easier to train them, by the way, They will be a much larger problem later down, and you know, when they're older. It's not good. Anyway. Questions answered. Thought you would appreciate this update on West Elm Caleb. Wait, really? Dude, no fucking way, dude. Oh my god, this is so sick. This West Elm Caleb update is so fire. You know I'm gonna talk about that shit. Yo, that lady who I made fun of for the West Elm Caleb stuff, like, literally said I was like a misogynistic piece of shit too. Like, she took her fucking sweet ass time. Like, she 100% rad femmed the fuck out of me. Anyway, we'll look at all that. Yeah. No, got clipped. Are you using Next Star? They've been wearing more dog ads since Kai came around. What do you mean? What? Next Star? What is that? I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, Hog Watch. Trump Watch. Conservatives. Fighting gay ghosts for pride. Get in now. Okay. All right, let's do this. All right, let's blast off. Let's fucking blast off then. Uplifting news. Washington State's new capital gains tax brings in hundreds of millions of dollars to schools with only a bare bones implementation. Taxing the rich works. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy, man. Who would have thunk it? You see that shit that Trump put on his Insta? We already covered that, yeah. Barbie trailer react is gonna happen, of course, obviously. Do you eat Skittles? I love Skittles. Anyway, here's the I'm live and alive. Here's the blast off link. Let the people know. Bring them in here. Let them know. Let them know. Let them know that we're live and we're alive. Let's get started. Yeah, but the rich are all going to leave the state, like in California. That's why real estate prices are so low in California, because all the rich people left. Yeah. Dude, could you imagine if all the rich people left California, how much nicer California would be, though? Like, it would be sick. First of all, I would stay because, you know, regardless of my financial status, I like California and I like the weather. Okay? So I would definitely be here. I would not be going anywhere. But could you imagine what would happen to the real estate market? Like, well, that's never going to happen because rich people do not leave. You would have to move as well. Yeah. They could convert the oversized homes into halfway houses for the homeless. Wait, what? Why halfway houses? Why not regular houses for the homeless? Why do they have to be a halfway house? Like, even when we house the homeless, we have to make sure that they still go through the institutions. You know what I mean? Like, we're still putting them in jail in some form of like punishment directly for the crime of being poor and homeless. By the way, this is such a funny fucking. I love this. This song slaps. Yeah. Once again, I just want to tell you guys something, and that something is Benny Johnson is a homosexual man who cheats on his wife. Okay, This is a known thing in conservative circles. I literally had people texting me. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say what. After that tweet, okay, about how right I am. Benny Johnson is a known homosexual man in conservative circles who, you know, someone should ask him why he's not allowed to go on work trips without his wife anymore. You know what I mean? Someone should ask him that. That's what I would do. If I saw Benny Johnson, I would say, hey, why are you not allowed to go on work trips without your wife any longer? What's that about? Why does it matter if he is a homosexual? Are you fucking stupid? Think about it. Think about why that's relevant when he's cutting anti-gay, anti-trans propaganda. Do you think that that's relevant? Do you think that it would be relevant for a gay conservative, in the closet gay conservative man and his like actual sexuality? Do you think that that would be relevant? What? Guy broke down crying after winning OTK event and accidentally brought up your picture on screen? What? The fuck is this?
I'm fucking like, dude. Dude, big shouts to Hasan, man. You know, our kid have to stick together. You know, he might look better than me. He might be the successful cousin, but we're fucking here, man.
Wait, what?
You know.
Wait, what happened? I don't even know what's going on here. What happened here? He won OTK elevated? Why did he bring... Oh, he's Turkish? Yo, let's go. Respect. He broke down crying after winning OTK event and accidentally brought up your picture on screen. It doesn't look like an accident. The new bullshit self-help crypto bro for your radar.
Greg.
Oh, I love that, dude. I fucking love these freaks. I think we need to I think I need to utilize the I think I need to utilize the CIA in this chat a little bit more. You know what I mean? You guys look at all these fucking freaks on your own time and then you never share. Okay? I need more sharing. Sharing is fucking caring. Okay? Comments on your last guest podcast actually really positive. Yeah, we covered that yesterday. So, excuses, chat sends cringe links too, not gonna lie. No, I want like fucking cringe weirdos. You know what I mean? I want like... Anyway, we'll get into all of that. David Dayan is gonna be here in like an hour. He's gonna be here at like 1 p.m. Pacific. So that's when we'll talk about the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling is a lie. The U.S. is in a good shape, so chill. Dude, these are all of... Just save all of those takes, okay? Save all those takes for when David Dayan is here. David Dayan of the American Prospect. He knows better, okay? I don't know anything. I don't know anything about anything, okay? I'm a stupid, dumb guy. He's a very smart guy. Very intelligent, smart guy versus very stupid, dumb guy, okay? He will explain everything to you. This is the last time I wore this iconic shirt.
Maçom, né? Maçom.
It got hot.
What the fuck?
I thought about not wearing it.
このシャツは綺麗お母さん大好き。
What does that mean?
You beautiful old ladies you like.
Old ladies. Don't stop eating. Bro, that was 3 years ago. You look exactly the same. Japan might as well be 3 years ago because of how much time has passed. Okay. Definitely top 5 streams you've been in. Yeah, that it feels like it was so long ago because like since then I got a dog, you know what I mean? I might actually go back to Japan at the end of June, but like I haven't figured it out for VCT with Todek, alongside Todek. So You know, we'll see how that works out for everybody. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Some Twitter discourse about how men apparently show open disdain for women when they're unwillingly shown the backgrounds of their TikToks in public. This is that bait account again, the one that said Hasan is like a 10 out of 10 or something. Okay? The problem is there's a lot of stupid people on Twitter. So when someone makes like a bait account like this, there's a lot of people that will go and fucking like it and agree with it, okay? TwitchCon is at the beginning of July. You'd be so jet lagged? Yeah. What happened to not traveling when you got a puppy? Well, luckily, I have an entire fucking village of people that is like willing and able and actually trying to get me to go to Japan or travel regularly so they can take care of Kaya themselves. This is not even a joke. I have a whole town in my fucking house. And not only that, but also I have a lot of people who are very clearly and deliberately pushing me to go and, travel so they can take care of her. I'm not even kidding. Clearly that can't be done. You must stay at the home with your dog and never leave. I mean, to be fair, I do stay at home and never leave for the most part. So that's not even all that crazy. Miss Seagal is John Thick, courtesy of Corridor Digital.
I had it all.
Fuck the dramas. Let's watch this instead. It's hilarious. No, dude, there's like a couple people who are just so obsessed with Lawman. Every time I even click on Steven Seagal shit, they go crazy mode. They go like, dude, it's Lawman time. Someone said Steven Seagal. What the fuck's that about? Are you watching Lawman? Puggo, is it Lawman time? When are we watching Lawman? You promised we'd be watching Lawman. Calm down. Okay? It's not happening. It's not going to happen for you. Okay? All right, let's get started. Some of you remember who West Elm Caleb is, and a lot of you have real lives, so you probably don't. But I covered this a long time ago, okay? West Elm Caleb was this guy who worked at West Elm. His name was Caleb. He was in New York, and basically what ended up happening to West Elm Caleb was he was going on dates on Hinge, and he was just like ghosting a bunch of women after like having wonderful dates. And the women that he was going on dates with were also literally like going on multiple dates as well. But of course, what ended up happening was that as a man, he was serially dating, and that's not allowed. And these people got very upset at her and like upset at him, and basically like doxed him. And did, they did the TikTok do your thing, okay? I covered it titled, These Women on TikTok Are Insane. And I covered it pretty extensively. And then this is like the main West Elm Caleb lady. Here, I'll show you like the OG video real quick. But there you go. Do not harass this person. Do not harass this person. We did all that. But of course, that doesn't fucking really matter, does it?
This past Saturday, we get coffee, then we hang out again on Sunday, right? All this shit on TikTok went down on Monday, okay? So the dude and I are texting on Monday night just about dinner or something, and then I get tagged in this video on TikTok, and he knows after a second date that I do TikTok as a job. I get tagged in this. I'll tag the original creator so you guys can go watch it. So I watch the video, I freak out, rightfully so, because this is the dude that I've been going on a date with. Like, this is at like 6:30 on Monday. I get a text from Caleb, which I'm going to insert, because I don't really give a fuck if this man lives or dies, if I'm going to be honest here. He just
like, that's insane. I don't give a fuck if this man lives or dies. Like, the fuck, dude? Dude, that is just like psychotic. Also, you're adding a dude to your arsenal. I mean, he's doing the same shit.
Goes, I'm really upset. And I was like, what happened? This was right as I got tagged in the video. And I was like, I wonder if he knows, even though he's offline. And then he said, like, yeah, someone from work sent him this TikTok about West Elm Caleb. I had a few coworkers message me about it. So the time receipts of this, it's like 6:30 p.m. on a Monday. So then in that video, people are commenting like, is this about Kate Glaven's video? Me being Kate Glaven. So I start getting DMs on Instagram from other girls, which I'm going to insert here. I got a DM from a lovely girl named Kelly, and this is where things just hit the fan for me. So Kelly DMs me and she goes, hey, I know you've been on a few dates with Caleb, because she saw my videos and then saw that video by the other creator and like put together that it was about me. She said, I dated him for the past 6 weeks, sent me a playlist, blah, 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 blah. As you can imagine, I was like, oh, cool. All the shit that I was worried about. Like, he told me he wasn't on.
He sent me the same playlist, everything. He's a manipulator and will make you feel so great until you're all in. He told me he wasn't on Hinge and deleted the app, but he was actively going on dates with other people. I spent the night and woke up in his bed the day you went on a date with him. I'm not doing this to hurt him or hurt you or blah, blah, blah. I'm sad right now.
He deleted Hinge after we were talking. He wasn't on apps, ghosting. And this was like the timeline of her experience with West Elm Caleb was right not, if not overlapping to mine. Now here's where it gets sick and twisted. Kelly saw in my video that my first date with Caleb was on Saturday. She woke up in Caleb's bed on Saturday. She was with Caleb Saturday morning.
4 months.
Caleb and I went on a date at 3 p.m. on Saturday.
Bro, this is like women going Joker mode, okay? Like this is the same exact energy as like all those fucking like Midwestern dudes that are like, I'm deranged. I'm going Joker mode right now. Like this is just the female version of that. What the fuck, dude? What are you doing? Why is this like what is happening, dude? Now, this is not where it fucking even ends, okay? West Elm Caleb's crime against humanity is that he was just like, he's kind of a dick, okay? He's like juggling, okay? He's dating multiple people at the same time. Now, of course, because of the way that we like act as though dating is black and white and like interpersonal relationships are, especially devoid of context, analyzed by third parties on the outside in like really black and white ways, as though like it just immediately is like criminal behavior or criminal activity. It's just
how wonderful that nothing has changed, by the way. I mean, I've talked about this, it was a fucking year ago, okay? January 22nd, 2022. Same exact shit. Bro, you were hyper intelligent back then? Yeah, what happened, dude? I got dumb as fuck, dog.
Of course, everyone went fucking psycho mode, okay? It's just like, why is everybody so bricked up? Chill the fuck out, okay? Chill the fuck out. Same day, though? What's it to you, motherfucker? What do you mean, same day? Yeah, same day. What if it's the same day? Literally do role reversal for a brief moment, okay? Not to pull a fucking PUA, red pill Andy moment here, but like, if a woman is going on multiple days in the same fucking day with multiple men, I don't have a problem with that. Who gives a shit? Any guy that fucking cries about that is correctly called a misogynistic fucking weirdo. Okay, what is this, the Fresh and Fit podcast all of a sudden? What's up? Like, so when women engage in this kind of behavior, it's totally valid, but like when men do it, they're fucking incels? Are you crazy?
Anyway, so nah, it's kind of weird, lol. No, like you can do, I mean, it doesn't matter, okay? You can, first of all, you can be a bad person. I need you to understand something, okay? You can do something that's like kind of fucked up even, okay? That doesn't mean like that this person deserves to be like losing their fucking job. This is something that people don't understand. Like, you don't deserve to be doxxed for being like a bad person for a brief moment, okay? You don't deserve to live with that for the rest of your life as like your marker. You worded that terribly? No, I worded it deliberately like that. I mean, you're talking to a person who obviously is not like in favor of prison abolition, but is like pretty aggressively on board with a rehabilitative approach to criminal justice, who regularly talks about people who've done bad things who could still redeem themselves. So, of course, if I have that perspective on crime and like people who have actually caused real damage and real harm to others, then yeah, doing something that's like kind of not great, that's nothing in comparison to like someone who, engaged in vehicular manslaughter or something. You know what I mean? Absolutely rehabilitatable. So why are we bringing this back up? Yeah, it's also super normal. It's also super normal behavior too in like big cities, like people dating around, even in little cities, people dating around. People still get mad at you, Hasan, about a brothel visit a decade ago. Yeah, also, I stand by that too. That's the other part of it. They make it seem like this is like a shameful thing that I should be upset about. Like, they make it seem like they're more mad at me for going to a brothel, the Artemis one, the one that's like internationally renowned too, like a very famous one. They're mad at me they're more mad at me than the fucking dudes operating the brothel. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, dude, I was 19. I went to a brothel and I'm fucking pro sex work. And I talked about that experience when I was talking about being pro sex work and how legal sex work and how that works. So yeah, suck my dick. But people are fucking weird. They're gross. They're weird. They also make it seem like the other part about it is like they make it seem like, you know, oh yeah, he had to go to that brothel because he's like weird and gross. It's like, no, man, I can have plenty of sex without paying for it. Okay, it's an experience. Anyway, as a matter of fact, I'm fucking your mom right now. You know what I mean? Dumbass fucking swerfs online. They're so insane. It sucks. But it's a part of Rad Femmes on Twitter. They just go crazy. My dad was a trad mod lib, and I showed him use as your election show, and you pilled him. He ran for school board and won, and had Liberty moms harass him, but he stayed the course and community agreed. You the man. Wait, what the fuck? That's a wild story. Wow. So why am I bringing up this old news? Well, it turns out that the West Elm Caleb saga, because they like doxed him and shit. They found who he was because it's TikTok. And I told you back then, like, this is not good. Well, it turns out the girl who started dating West Elm Caleb is dating a known sexual predator and blocks everyone who DMs her about him. Sorry, but that's so girl boss. Literally started a TikTok crusade against a guy who ghosted her, not a crime, then dating a violent sexual predator and blocking his victims. I think that's incredible. Women contain multitudes. Women's stories matter. They just matter. This is so funny. I need this to be real. I don't even know who the fuck she's dating. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I would love to know more about the fucking receipts and the actual information. But, you know, there it is. Source equals Twitter. I mean, this is TikTok. This is TikTok on, this is the written form of TikTok. I would like to know. I would like to see some sources on this. Okay? That's what Nick is not green is for. I would love to ask him about all of that shit. The whole ghosting part is wild too. Pretty sure everyone is ghosted and been ghosted. So the reason, listen, I need you to understand something, okay? Like, we treat like people being inconvenienced or being like, upset with the seriousness of like tackling like real injustices in the criminal justice system or real injustices that exist in like the highest levels of power. And the only reason why we do that, okay, like when someone gets slighted or is inconvenienced or feels bad and then everyone gets up in arms, the real reason why we do that is because we know we can't change shit, dog. So we just do these like little crusades and keep fucking eating each other alive. And there's no reason to behave like that. Be a little bit more empathetic. Be a little bit more understanding. Be a little bit more normal. Okay? Like, nobody gives a fuck about, like, I don't know, the BlackRock executives. You know what I mean? No one cares about Elon Musk in the same way. They just care about, like, what's right in front of their faces. I support sex work. The one that the sex work does not clearly define is each one of the workers clearly have to be a subscriber to the HasanAbi broadcast to skip the 3-minute ad break. Jesus Christ, dude. That's a good one. Workers also have the option to skip the ad break by joining Jeff Bezos' brothel. Oh, shit. Jeff Bezos' brothel. That reminds me. Jeff Bezos is a bit of a cuck. I forgot to talk about this. Anyway, yeah, at the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. Obviously, you don't want to be cucked by the 3-minute ad break at the top of the hour. So you can subscribe to avoid that for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. You can also get gifted a sub if you're lucky. If we got some fucking Oilers in the chat, like Pizza Hut 233, thank you for the 20 gifted subs, allowing 20 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. Here's a 3-minute ad break now. So, Sakura Gore, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Jeffrey Jebediah Bezos is... Where is he? We need to fucking... Fuck, I can't find it. God damn it. Does anyone have a link for this? Be mad at Raytheon, not some guy in New York named Caleb. Yeah, well, they don't give a... I think some of these people also don't give a shit about Raytheon. Let's be real. You know what I mean? Big Boy Gamer Man, thank you for the 10 gifted. Strawberry Cake Pop Fanatic, thank you for the 5 gifted. Strawberry Cake Pops are pretty fire. You're saying you can't be besties with your wife's tall, handsome, muscular ex who made her calves cramp without being a cuck? So much for the tolerant left. No, I tweeted it, but that's not the one I want. I want another. There's another photo that's even worse where they're like walking and Tony Gonzalez is like right behind him. And he is so fucking jacked and so muscular behind him. He's like this intimidating presence that's like hulking over him as they're walking down the street. And it is an even worse photo than this one. Jeff Bezos is hanging out with his girlfriend, who he left his wife for, okay? And Tony Gonzalez, who happens to be the father of his girlfriend's oldest son, Nico. And, oh, this is it. This is what I was looking for. Yeah. Jeff Bezos not having friends, so he hangs out with his fiance's ex is the funniest shit ever. So this photo is the one I first saw, and I thought, damn, that looks kind of weird, okay? And then I saw these photos, and I was like, oh my God. What is he doing? Do we think Jeff Bezos sits on the Sneeko chair or not? The hot wife bull vibes are fucking unreal. Dude, this is a wild situation, okay? Isn't that a common thing in like super high status guys? I don't know. But like how are you openly doing this? Like, I don't get it. I actually don't understand how he's, like, openly doing this. He just... Bro, he wears the Superman outfit in the closet and watches. Would Bezos go HGH if he had hair? No, Bezos did the right thing. For as far as, like, all of the billionaire oligarchs and their body types, I've talked about this a lot. I actually do respect Bezos for just straight going the HGH TRT route and not trying to fucking... fix whatever the hell was going on up there. He just said, fuck it, YOLO, I'm bald and I'm jacked. You know, what of it? Whereas like Elon Musk's body is disgusting, okay? He's like barrel chested. He can't lift weights. Like his arms are weak. Jeff Bezos on the other hand, strong, definitely on the juice, definitely on the yak, okay? Definitely, I mean, he's got the HGH jaw. Like, you can tell his face is, like, grown out. Elon, on the other hand, nasty to look at. Ew. Yikes. Okay? Please stop us on. Jeff is already being hit hard by Washington's new capital gains tax. Be nice to him. Yeah. Oh. Shit, I don't know. No. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute him. It's not on here, I don't think. Okay, well, you came here, now you have to take her out, 100%. Shayabak, Mom just comes in here and says, I need your wallet. Wakes Kaya up and just leaves, okay? It's crazy. It's madness. How is this happening to me? Now she's going to be fucking unruly for like the next hour because she's like, well, okay, I could have gone outside. Bye-bye. Kaya is the same size as my 9-year-old Cocker Spaniel. It's so adorable. Anyway, I need to see more of this like Jeff Bezos getting cucked shit. Why is everyone saying tax the billionaires when they should be saying tax the fucking churches? I mean, why not both? I don't understand. You should tax both, actually. Don't steroids lower your life expectancy? Yeah, but like, it's kind of like cigarettes, right? You know, which by the way, this is a joke. Actually, I can't even fucking say this is a joke. Jesus. But I was going to say cigarettes also lower your life expectancy, but make you look cool when you smoke them. But also don't do it. Don't do it. It's the worst. It's literally the worst addiction. Don't do it. Anyway, I say as I chew nicotine gum every day, all day, nonstop. But, yeah, steroids do lower your life expectancy, depending on how you do it, how much of it you do it. It definitely shaves off a lot of your life at the tail end. So who gives a shit? You look good for the rest of it. Thank you, Hassan. I will start smoking now. Do not start smoking. Hit the organs hard for sure. Yeah, I mean, I just wished that our lame ass, like, stupid communist USADA and FDA and all of these other institutions would finally just like say, YOLO, everybody does steroids anyway. Instead of this dumb fucking Neuralink shit that's like blowing up people's brains, how about we do FDA clearance on fucking steroids? How about we make everybody into like muscular giants? Okay? We already did it for Ozempic, okay? We are in the Ozempic era. Until we find out that like Ozempic is making people's like fucking throats explode or something, or like making people develop goiter, everyone's going to be on that shit, okay? Turns out Ozempic is like also fucking possibly like has secondary effects, like other side effects that are positive. Cigarette Overlord, thank you for the 5, get the subs. Ozempic has been around for diabetes, I know, but now it's like fat medicate. They're using it as a way to like tamper. They're using Ozempic now as a way to suppress appetite. Pretty sure Ozempic already has a black box warning for thyroid cancer. Okay, well, I know. Well, that's why I don't take it. But like, people definitely, I mean, Ozempic is like definitely broadly prescribed now. And it will get even crazier. For the record. Ozempic is an appetite suppressant, which is why people are, and it seemingly is like relatively safe. So they are prescribing it like fucking crazy. It slows down your digestive system. All the women in my family except me. You want cancer but be jacked, or do you want not to be jacked and not have cancer? The answer is clear. No lie, Ozempic has been shown. You shit yourself. Literal warning about at the correct moment. Wait, really? I just checked, I'm right. It's extremely rare, but you're right. As more people use it, the incidence of thyroid cancer will go up. Yeah, it had the capacity to create thyroid cancer in the animal trials. I looked into it a lot because, the boy also needs to shave off some pounds, okay? And has a binge eating disorder, so it would be nice. But it's not worth it, for me at least, especially right now. There's no reason to do it. But from what I understand, I thought you hit your goal. Yeah, I'm trailing around in the 240, in the 245 to 248 area, but I still have a long ways to go. I still want to get down to fucking what do you call it? I want to get down to 220. I want to have
six-pack abs again.
And so a new medication, a new drug labeled the King Kong of weight loss is going to be available in approximately 1 year. This diabetes drug led to 20% or more weight loss in up to 57% of the people who took the highest dose.
The worst part about Ozempic is that, one, the FDA is inevitably going to fucking crack down on it, okay? They're going to crack down on it, or they're going to restrict the amount that you can actually fucking release to the market. And when that happens, America is going to reach a new level of obesity no one has ever seen before, called omega obesity, okay? I'm telling you right now, Ozempic and any kind of appetite suppressant drug, as a matter of fact, will be very good for you while you're taking it, okay? However, when you're off of it, and people will inevitably go off of it because they don't have access to the medication, because it's too expensive, or because they like change the, I don't know, they restrict it or something like that. And there is shortage of Ozempic as far as I understand already. It will it creates a process where you're so reliant on the drug for appetite suppressant that you eat way fucking more than you did before. Okay? You eat way more than you ate before, and you gain all the way back and then some, okay? It's also kind of fucked up because it's, you know, medication for diabetes. So, like, there's diabetic people who need it, like, literally need it, okay? For survival and stuff. So, I don't know. How fucking wild would it be if this is how we get healthcare in America? No. America's the only country with tiers of obesity. I feel like I'm playing a gotcha game of health issues. Yeah. So if I want to gain weight, should I go on it and stop taking it? No, man. If you have the type of, if you're already having issues gaining weight, like, no, never take Ozempic. You fucking weirdo. What are you, crazy? That means you're not eating enough already. Just eat more, forehead. They have cracked down on similar drugs like Mounjaro. The FDA cracked down on off-label manufacturer coupon use towards the end of last year. Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't learned some type of martial art or fighting style. I don't have enough time for it. POV, you can't eat and everyone's taking the meds that make you eat aware. It's not even approved already for people who aren't obese for weight loss. Bro, listen, this is purely anecdotal, okay? But from what I know, especially in Los Angeles, baby, it's been out here, okay? Let me tell you something. I've known about Ozempic for some time now. This is only becoming more, like, I never knew it by name. My dad actually was suggested to use it many, many years ago. He had diabetes. He doesn't anymore because he did the gastric bypass and stuff. I never put two and two together until I saw the 60 Minutes video where they basically did a fucking marketing campaign for it on 60 Minutes. But they have been, people have been using this miracle drug in Hollywood for a minute now. Took a similar drug. It often makes you sick to your stomach. How to take an anti-nausea med with it. These formulas are so highly linked to pancreatic cancer. Yeah, people have been using it like a lot. Jonah Hill, Post Malone, every fucking fat celebrity, or like not even fat, but like slightly overweight celebrity that you've seen that like got got peeled out of nowhere has probably taken Ozempic. Pharmacists here, the goals are noble, but it needs to be used in conjunction with being aware of portion control and reevaluating one's diet. Unfortunately, that's not normally done. Yes, I know. No one does that. Everyone wants, like, I mean, I get it, dude. I have issues. I get it. I know how hard it is. So I'm not going to fucking sit here. I'm not going to fucking sit here and act like, oh, these people are just lazy. They haven't fixed their diets. Like, no, that shit is incredibly difficult. You mean Zac Efron? No, Zac Efron's on clenbuterol, okay? Or maybe, but he's on a lot. That's different. Yeah, see, someone said they should use clenbuterol just like us bodybuilders. Yeah, no. I do think that Ozempic is probably safer
then a horse bronchitis steroid, which is what clenbuterol is. For those of you who don't know, it's asthma medication for horses, and bodybuilders like using it for its fat burner, weight loss properties. On that Bradley Martin cocktail, yes. It is a bronchial dilator for horses. Ozempic are infinitely more healthy than weight cycling, which happens to like 70+% obese people who try to just diet, e.g. what happened for you during COVID. No, what happened to me during COVID was I broke my very consistent lifestyle of like consistently going to the gym and consistently dieting and tracking my calories. That's what happened to me during COVID. It wasn't like a fucking yo-yo diet. You know what I mean? That you can't say that that's the cycle. The cycle is not 5 years. Yo-yo dieting doesn't happen over the course of 5 years. It happens over the course of a year. Anyway. Good Dr. Mike.
Hey folks,
not that one.
Dr. Mike here for Renaissance Periodization. And today's...
What the fuck? This guy, this guy's a doctor? What is he, the doctor of gains? What the fuck? Does he have a doctorate in being brolic?
I'm going to weigh in on a bit of a fitness controversy that's kind of happening. And
bro, I've never seen a doctor that's... Dude, if this guy was my doctor, I'm trusting anything he gives me, okay? I love this guy immediately. Holy fuck, dude. He punches the tumors. He literally has a doctorate in being brolic. Bro, this is the most thumb-like doctor I've ever seen. He looks like he got a doctorate in criminology, okay? He looks like he could walk into a precinct and immediately all the cops would be like, "Oh, sir, you're the chief of police, right? Thank you for coming to the precinct today." I love him. I immediately love him. This guy's awesome. I don't know who this guy is, but I fucking love him.
in the social media space, and that is weight loss drugs versus lifestyle choices. And I think this is a false controversy. I think it is a false dichotomy, and I'll be very clear about this in 9 points.
Dr. Mike is right-wing as fuck. I don't give a shit, dude. You know me. Listen, I've told you this so many times, okay? I don't care I do not care what people's like personal ideology or background is. If someone has done that to their body, I respect it. I know how much time that takes, okay?
Let's get to the point. So here's the thing to set this up. There is a new generation of weight loss drugs out on the market, FDA approved, and more people are using them. They are GLP-1 and GIP agonists. These are gut hormone, gut peptides. And these drugs, the most famous of which is the first really effective one, is known as...
The irony of this is that like all the fucking crystal mommies were so right about the gut shit. Like, I mean, I guess it's like, it goes beyond that, but you know what I mean? Like all the holistic mommies that always are talking about like, oh, I'm fixing my gut biomes or whatever the fuck they talk about. Now, obviously, they're not right because they're like drinking their own piss or whatever, which isn't doing shit. But like, they're not wrong when they say this is important.
Ozempic, aka semaglutide. There's also tirzepatide, and it's coming out with all kinds of new drugs on the horizon. And what these drugs do is they do a few things. They're actually very good for your health in general, and seemingly from all the research we have and all the inference from what pathways they activate and how. But their biggest thing is, so small stuff is they improve insulin sensitivity and all this other stuff. But their big, major beneficial effect is that they absolutely crush appetite. Now, to be more technically correct, they have a very powerful dose-dependent effect on appetite. So if you take very little amount of the drug, you get a slight reduction in appetite. Well, that's okay, whatever. If you take much more of the drugs, you can take enough of the drugs in a safe and healthy manner. This has been tested over and over on large groups of people. Even huge doses of the drug, relative to how much they crush hunger, are totally safe. And that's the thing, is when I say huge doses, it's a very small amount of actual stuff. and it can make your appetite basically just go away. We don't want appetites to go away because we still want people eating food, but as you can imagine, if we titrate the drug appropriately in a particular patient that's taking it, we can kind of set their hunger levels at, anything we want. So if you're...
Yeah, this shit's fire because ultimately, again, the fat shamers, when they say just stop eating forehead, are technically not incorrect because that is the way you lose weight, okay? Like, you lose weight by eating less than your body fucking, needs, I guess. You eat at a deficit and then you end up losing weight. That's just how it works, okay? So this technically just shuts off that fucking part of your brain that is responding to your, gut biome or your gut, I guess, that says like, I'm hungry. I need to eat, please. I need to eat real bad. I need to eat more.
Your normal hunger level has you consuming 4,000 calories a day, and thus you're overweight and in bad shape. We can give you just enough drug to get you down to 2,000 or 2,500 calories.
Doesn't this make them 100% right? No, just like the holistic mommies, they're 100% wrong, even though the technicality behind it is correct. It's just saying to a fat person, just stop eating, fatty, is demonstrably bad, okay? It has the reverse impact, okay? That's why it's wrong. Like, they're right that, like, technically it's calories in, calories out. They're wrong when they constantly fucking are fat shaming and saying, just stop eating, just stop snacking, because that part is so fucking difficult and they will never understand it because they've been skinny their whole lives until they hit, like, a wall.
Calories. And over a long time, you will lose lots of weight and then just stay there. If you continue to take the drug, it seems that the negative feedback loops from the research we've seen so far are minimal, if non-existent, perhaps. So thus, if you continue to take, let's say, a milligram of Ozempic every week, you get that same milligram of effect every week for a year and a half at least. There are other drugs that do this in a different category of drugs altogether. Modafinil, for example, so maybe the first neurologically enhancing drug, you could say, the first smart drug.
What? Yo, what? Isn't this guy a doctor? What the fuck's he talking about? Modafinil? No. Hello? Bro, no. That's crazy. Is he like a kratom guy too? He has a PhD in sports physiology. Oh. But still. Doctors don't know as much as pharmacists when it comes to drugs. Modafinil is narcolepsy medication. It is what pilots use sometimes. He is a doctorate in gains. I wasn't wrong, by the way. That's weird. But people basically make it seem like modafinil goes hard. That shit would make me see shit while being wired at JJAEP. Shit was wild, dog. I don't know. When I hear someone just like drop modafinil like that, I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Ever to some extent. It's used mostly to keep people awake for various things, but it also seems to be a cognitive enhancer. Modafinil doesn't seem to have a negative feedback loop. You just take it, you get the same effects. You take it one day, take the first time you take it, and the 500th time you take it, it gives you the same identical effects, which is really cool. So these drugs are really neat in that they do this. Now, more and more people have been taking them, and some people in the fitness industry have brought up what they think is a problem. And they basically saying, if you give people this drug, it takes the onus off of them changing their fitness and health habits. For example, their propensity to make better food choices, and you're just masking the problem. It's like drugging away the underlying problem, right? And
yeah, I mean, but you can use drugs like Ozempic, or you can use drugs like even Adderall, Ritalin, Concerta, Vyvanse, and things like that to fix portion control and make better health choices, especially if you train your body to eat a certain way. That's it. That's just, but a lot of people, unfortunately, when they get off of the drug, then go bananas mode and eat like crazy. He isn't saying no side effects. He said no tolerance develops. That's kind of crazy.
There is a lot to say about that. There's a lot to say about that. And I'll kind of put forward my thesis in 9 separate points. And please let me know in the comments what you guys think. And if you find the points contentious, please let me know on what inferential or evidentiary grounds you find them contentious. And we'll get to chatting in the comments about who's marginally more correct or incorrect. All right, so here we go. So point number 1, it is absolutely true. I do agree that the drugs do not get you directly to eat healthier. They definitely get you to eat less. But eating healthy is still something people should try to do, and something we should in the fitness industry advocate for our clients and our followers and et cetera to do as well. Okay. So yes, absolutely. I don't agree with just taking a pill and saying, hey, look, the pill solved it all, because the pill didn't solve it all. Now, what did the pill solve? There's actually 2 situations here, 2 issues, 2 problems, not one. One problem is people eat too much. And 2 is people eat also unhealthy. So there's the amount of food they eat, and then what it is that composes that food. 2 separate problems. They're interrelated problems, but nonetheless, they can be bifurcated into 2 separate problems. And modern weight loss drugs, and in the future more and more effectively and for less money, have essentially knocked out problem number 1. Like, how much you eat is a pharmacologically now solved problem, which is crazy to say. I can't believe it's 2020. I guess I can believe it's 2023 and I'm saying this. We live in the straight up future, but like, that's a big deal. Like, that's nothing we've been ever able to say.
I think he's not wrong. I mean, it is the reason why they're like selling this as a miracle drug is because like it has, as far as I understand, less side effects, like less negative side effects than the other amphetamines like that I just mentioned to you. And therefore it's just like directly tackling the problem of appetite, which is directly linked to weight gain and weight loss. Animal studies have shown that it can cause thyroid cancer in like very, very limited. I mean, it's like rare. It's super rare. It will become probably more common as people are mass using this drug now, because doctors are prescribing the shit out of this, okay? Maybe it's anecdotal, maybe it's Los Angeles, but I'm going to tell you, doctors certainly are fucking prescribing the shit out of this. Our obsession with skinniness is such a disease. No. I don't agree with that. I mean, I'm saying that as someone who has body dysmorphia and is obsessed with being skinny. I think that if we have a drug that could truly limit a lot of people's appetite, that would eliminate a dramatic amount of secondary problems caused by obesity, okay? Not necessarily a bad thing at all. As long as people are basically being taught, on top of everything else, portion control and making better and healthier dietary choices that they can take with them for the rest of their lives, that they can continue for the rest of their lives, okay? It's not even about it's not even about being skinny. It's about being fucking healthy. And the reality is, no matter how much we talk about fat shaming, and I have talked about this a lot, about how negative fat shaming is, how stupid fat shaming is, and body positivity overall is not a bad thing unless you're like using it to fucking, sell Oreos because you're working for Mondelez International secretly as a PR spokesperson. It's greatly important. Very important. Yeah, it's called fiber. Yeah, totally, dude. It's just fiber. Just eat fiber, forehead. You'll shit out 4,000 calories when you are supposed to be eating like 2,500. Huh.
In the weight loss and obesity space. Okay, so like, they give you it as long as you respond well to the drug, which almost everyone does, especially if the doctor titrates it and you are honest about your responses. most people can take the drug and just get about to the level of hunger that they want. Okay, it's a very similar effect to blood pressure drugs. As far as the landscape of effects, like doesn't matter what kind of blood pressure you have, you can take a small amount of blood pressure drugs and a moderate amount of blood pressure drugs, especially combined therapy, will absolutely get your blood pressure as low as you want.
I assume a lot of people taking this do not have weight health problems, especially in LA amount. No, we're talking about America, man. I mean, maybe not in Los Angeles, but like in the United States of America, the people taking it definitely do have weight and health problems. Come on.
Want, even low enough to kill you. Okay. And the same thing actually for boner pills. Like if your penis is medically capable of getting blood to it, boner pills absolutely will get you an erection. Okay. It's actually something I read several years ago. I was doing a little research. You know what I'm saying? Boy, everybody could use a little enhancement. You feel me for those whiskey nights. And it's literally a sentence like by
this guy, what the fuck kind of doctor is this guy? He's like, yeah, sometimes my dick don't work when I'm drinking whiskey, so I take Viagra. What the fuck?
Accredited body that was like erectile dysfunction.
Bro, this is my doctor. I'm about to get the gains of a lifetime, though. I still love him.
Is a pharmacologically solved problem. Anyone healthy enough to be having sex can absolutely get an erection. I was like, holy shit, I didn't know they were that strong. Then, you know what I'm saying, a quarter of a Viagra tab. And I'm like, holy shit, do I have to go to the hospital after this? Yes. But just kidding. But, some close calls there. Sooner or later.
Okay.
If you imagine.
They don't get you to eat healthier. It's correct. Point 2 is they don't get you to eat healthier. Point 3 is they don't get you to eat healthier. They don't address the fundamental problem. People become emboldened by weight loss, willpower, the problem space. What is this? The most replayed part. Let's look at that, and then we'll move on from this.
Nietzsche, whoever the fuck said that shit, now Jordan Peterson, I guess. I'm not interested in a fucking SJW world where everyone's a fucking pussy and nobody ever has adversity and they're like, oh my God, man, my feelings. 100%. I feel you guys on that. There is no fucking shortage of adversity. And if you motherfuckers feel like you have too few problems.
Bro, this went on wait, what? At the 24-minute mark, he just goes, yeah, fuck SJWs. What? That's awesome. Why? What is happening? Why is this? What?
Because you take enough drugs and all your problems are gone up. I don't have to worry about what I eat anymore. And I'm super healthy and I'm live till 100. Go solve other problems. Go to the inner city and help clean the streets. Do whatever. Take care of your kids better. There's always more problems. And again, if you're really worried that we'll run out of problems eventually, tell yourself that in your head one more time. Your concern, I don't even mock anybody, I'm just getting passionate, is that we're going to run out of problems? Oh my fucking God. Can you imagine? You just have no problems. That means you have a genie, essentially, that grants you every wish you could have. Pray to fucking God that we get there eventually. And if this Ozempic and that class of drugs is one tiny step of the way there, I'm 100% in. Right? Here's the thing. Point number 9, to that effect. It is probably a good idea to work to make everything easier or completely solved. Then we can go solve the next thing and the next thing and the next thing.
Yeah. Oh, he was responding to those guys who are saying that kind of shit. No, he's saying it's a good thing overall. He's saying he's right. I mean, it doesn't, this is not like a miracle drug in the way that like it automatically solves the actual issue, which you still have to work on. It suppresses your appetite, so it makes it easier for you to combat like binge eating disorder, any kind of like eating problems that you have, and you can regulate your intake a lot better. It's a good thing. It doesn't fully solve the problem. And when you actually don't fucking, when you get off the drug due to shortages or whatever the fuck, which can happen and it has happened, you will then yo-yo diet because you didn't actually, fix the underlying the underlying issue. You did not fix your diet. You just took a supplement that made it easier for you to not eat. That's it. So, he said, I agree with the anti-SJW shit though, Hasan. I mean, yeah, that part is fine. But he's still saying ultimately that, adversity and adversity is important for character development, but it doesn't matter. It's still better to like fix these issues. And so we can move on to other shit.
Because you have a car, that means you don't know how to stable and train and take care of a horse. But instead, you could have a job that trains large language models to solve every other fucking problem we have.
He's right.
It's a matter of perspective, and it's a matter of understanding that just because you get rid of one challenge doesn't mean that you are now soft pussy who's never going to get challenged and is going to wither away and just spend more time in mom's basement.
I like this
You
guy.
could always do that, but you could have always done that. We've had a standard of living since the 1950s in the United States where pretty much everyone could get their food and basic medical care and a place to live on minimum work per week. And so like anything you do now is bonus points anyway. So if now you have less of a problem of people having hunger, don't you worry. Yes, that problem is no longer an instrument by which people can improve themselves. It is not an instrument on which they can flex and make their willpower better because it doesn't exist anymore. You just take the drug and you're fucking done. Lots of problems left over for us to fucking get into and try to solve and really improve our willpower and our internal value as people. Because a big part of having self-actualization and being really at peace with yourself is being able to work on making yourself better and regularly challenging yourself. And again, we have a shitload of problems left over. Bucking, world hunger, world peace, all that shit, mortality, aging.
So this guy supports universal income and houses for all homeless people, right? I'm not kidding. He strikes me as the type of dude who would. Like, I think you're hyper focused on the aesthetics. Like, I don't think he's like the average like David Goggins type dude. I don't think he's like the average David Goggins type dude who's like, no, actually, we can't give houses to the homeless. Yeah, he said he's a libertarian. You're coping. But he just said, like, it's okay to fix some of these fucking issues so, like, you can focus on other things. Like, for example, when we have, with the invention of the internal combustion engine, we no longer have needs for fucking horses, but now we can, like, work on other shit, like language models. Okay? He's anti-SJW, which, like, is the normative position. I'm sorry, okay? So when you hear that from a guy that looks like that, you immediately assume he's like super reactionary, but I doubt it. I think he's like, he might have been like a hyper libertarian guy back in the day, but I don't think a hyper libertarian guy would turn around and fucking be like, no, it's actually good to solve these issues instead of like forcing people to fend for themselves.
Could be solving aging in the next 20 years. Think about that. I'd rather people spend time solving aging than spend time looking at macros and being like, shit, I'm eating too much, I'm fat. Anyway, how's that for a rant? All right, guys, thank you so much. See you.
I don't know, whatever. I believe in UBI. I agree with the thumb. He would be talking about big pharma if he was like that. What? He also said that people can get housing and food and a good quality of life with a small wage, though. Yeah, I mean, he's wrong on that. I think he was comparing it to like the 50s, which is ironic because like in the 50s, it was probably more manageable for white people, especially, to be able to get houses and you know, have a comfortable existence. Anyway, whatever. It's crazy how people fall into the right-wing pipeline. This dude seems so reasonable and regular at the beginning, and then blam out of nowhere, just a crazy tangent. I don't know. I would like to explore more about his worldview and develop a better understanding of where he's coming from. But I don't think he's like necessarily a bad person from what I got. Here's a separate political channel and talks about UBI 2 minutes in. UBI doesn't mean that someone is a leftist. UBI just means that someone can be convinced of left-wing positions. UBI can be a very right-wing idea. As a matter of fact, the Yang Gangers were literally pushing for a right-wing UBI instead of a left-wing UBI. Okay. Snoring so fucking loudly behind me is so funny. Okay, so this is for the record, I just want to point out this is a warning, okay? This person is not a real person. Apparently they like LARP as a woman online and have like a cuckolding fetish or something. They're like a race pervert. There's a bunch of weird shit about this account. And you know, they did it again. They done did it again. They say stuff like that's ridiculous, and they get a lot of people to talk about this whatever their tweet is about. So Who's the woman in the well, this is a random TikTok of people saying like, look at the guy in the back. No, he made a face. And this person posted, somebody needs to investigate the instinctual disdain men have for women who are happy and having fun. How does a society fix this? I'm in shambles right now. Just found out the chilling fact that not one but two men were involved in this incident. So this is fake, okay? This person, the TikTok is real, but this perspective uttered by this person is not real. They're just saying this because they want. They're saying this because they want other people to talk about it. And of course, this bait hit. It hit real fucking hard. 4,000 likes on some dumb shit like this. What do you expect? 11 million views, 3,680 quotes, okay? 1,399 bookmarks. And how did that happen? Because it's a fucking idiotic assessment of another situation. But of course, Twitter is the best place to get your idiotic perspective validated, even if you are doing it deliberately to actually get shit on, which this lamey-pilled person is actually doing it to get shit on. Okay? No, they're not a HasanAbi head. Shut the fuck up. You guys are so stupid. You believe anything you see on the internet. This person is not a fan of mine. Okay? They are not. This is not a real account. Like, this is just completely, like, look, I will be going on the HasanAbi broadcast soon, and I would like to thank Hasan and Hasan for the opportunity. It's not real. They are doing this to get fucking interactions and engagements. They routinely say lies all the fucking time. Chatters, of course, immediately get sucked into the fucking bait. Okay? You got baited. This community is the only other place outside of Twitter where a bunch of people will legitimately jump on the bait, hook, line, and sinker, eat it up, and straight up go, oh my God, this guy is a HasanAbi head, and actually, they're saying some good shit. That person is in their 40s pretending to be 19. Yeah. It's like a 40-year-old dude, from what I understand, pretending to be a 19-year-old girl. Okay? Yeah. How'd you figure it out? Because it's Twitter. Everybody figures this shit out all the time. I don't know how the fuck they do it, but they do it. Anyway, the point is this. This person wrote this specifically so that, like, people would dunk on her, or him, sorry. Okay? And yet, it's still got a fuckload of support. Do you want to know why? You want to know why? Because some of you motherfuckers are dumb, okay? Some of you in here do it. You did it right now. You literally did a different version of that by literally fucking saying, oh, this person is a fan of yours, actually. No, they're not. And Zoomers and people on Twitter need to fucking calm down, okay? They need to calm the fuck down. Why the fuck would you agree with this? You see this TikTok and you go, oh, wow, that's great. Like that. I agree. You know, these people have disdain for women having fun in public. It's like, no, man. When you're in fucking public and you're getting filmed, you can sometimes make a face, okay? That doesn't mean that, like, that person is going to get doxxed or anything like that, okay? But TikTok has the tendency to go fucking crazy, okay? Everyone needs to calm down. Do people not know people will purposely lie anymore? Yeah, I don't understand. The guy didn't even fucking react. So what is really frustrating about this is the fact that lol overruled tweet goes viral for stealing your take? Guy who knows the age of consent in every country, the LGBT community is predatory. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hitler, Gunny Rapist, 1488, and Lolicon Epstein fan, 6045. on their way to call gay people degenerate losers. Somehow chat thinking it's Hasan's take. No, I've said it a lot as well. That's why they said that. And also that person put a /s. They were being sarcastic. Okay, calm down. I don't think that person legitimately thinks that like Alex stole my take or whatever. Yeah. The reason why I fucking posted that is because like we get baited so frequently online, and the original take is sort of true overall, but it's very clearly rage bait to get interactions on a completely irrelevant, harmless situation. Yeah, but the problem is, and this is just like the gym talks, right? Remember gym talks and how big of a deal that shit was, where it was like, oh my God, you're looking in my direction. I'm going to literally make like videos about how you're a fucking gross, creepy pervert when I'm filming myself in the fucking gym. And then the other side was literally trying to find like any tweet that they could or any fucking content that they could of like women at the gym recording themselves to go feral over it. And it was like gender wars again. Someone mentions HasanAbi without calling him racist. Chat, must be a fan of his. To be fair, that is true. My point of view on this is that if you are filming people in public, they are not your playthings. They are not your actors. You do not get release forms from them. That doesn't mean that like you can manage their reactions. Stop filming random people who are fucking reacting to being filmed in public in a negative way. They have every right to do that. People are not fucking NPCs, okay? Everyone needs to calm down. Holy shit. Yeah, that account is the same one that called you and Tate the most leftist rightist. Exactly. That was bait back then, and it's fucking still bait, and they're doing more bait. Me, when I'm out in public because I'm in fear of my life and livelihood, if I'm in the background of a TikTok and not enjoying myself. Exactly. You have to literally smile all the time because some teenage girl or teenage boy might be filming you, and you might be making a sad face because maybe your fucking dog died or something, and millions of antisocial, brain broken Zoomers who unfortunately learned social development when they were, coronavirus shut-ins, will now hyper-analyze the situation without understanding the full context of it, and will dox you and will, ruin your fucking life. It's sick. I love that. Me looking slightly annoyed at someone filming me in public being obnoxious because I just got a 15-hour shift at McDonald's. Internet, this man deserves death. Remember when they said you were more racist than Hitler? Yes, I do remember, because that's what happens when your brain is broken. Yes, because I said the word cracker, okay, as a white person, mind you, people legitimately said I was the most racist person. I would have been the most racist person in the 1900s, more racist than Adolf Hitler. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. I love the people being like, that was just bait, dog. They got you. Yeah. It's super cool when someone's like, I'm going to say the absolute stupidest thing you've ever heard and make myself look like a buffoon, a clown. And then when you react to it by going, hey man, are you a fucking clown? That seems very clownish of you. You can turn around and go, uh-oh, I got you. I got you. I was just pretending to be a clown. Anyway, let's talk about some good stuff before we get to the Crypto Bro video. And then we're going to talk about the debt ceiling when David Dane is on board and gets over here. And we can have that convo. Okay?